State and federal crews are working in to try and continue this rescue effort. You see a boat right there launching. We're told several boats are there as part of the efforts. There's also a mutual aid agreement. So when something like this happens, you know, DC Fire and EMS, they're a pretty big department, but for something this large and this widespread, it's going to take a bunch of departments working together. So Donnelly has said earlier in the press conference, they're working under a mutual aid agreement. This allows everybody to come together and really work aggressively as they continue this rescue effort. There's also state helicopters out there, state police helicopters out there. There's Coast Guard helicopters out there as all these people work together to figure things out. And like we said, on top of dealing with just how big the area is, because the Potomac River is a pretty large body of water. We're also dealing with cold temperatures, not just the surface temperature, but also the temperature in the water. Yes. You have to figure out how deep they have to dive to look for, try to rescue people, or just trying to find the parts of the plane and this helicopter that crashed. You have to remember,
you're talking about multiple feet deep.
Exactly.
The Potomac River, I do believe it's at least 10 feet, 8 to 10 feet deep in some parts. So this can be really hard and difficult to have these rescue operations underway in cold conditions, also very dark out there. I do believe there's about 300 personnel on scene. You have fire, you have police, investigators, boats out there, everything along the Potomac River at Reagan National Airport.
All right, we're going to talk to Jackie now. And Jackie, you know, obviously, usually this is not how we start our morning, talking about the temperature in the water. So fill people in, for people who may be wondering, like, how cold exactly is it in that water as divers and, you know, fire crews and everybody starts to search, continue rescuing people?
Right, and I mean, that water can vary at those different levels, like you guys were just mentioning, Tosin and Shanika. But I just got the latest update from a buoy that is located in the Potomac River. That water temperature right now, 35.6 degrees. So that has dropped 0.2 degrees over the last, say, 30 minutes or so. So it's continuing to drop ever so slightly. But in this sense, in these waters that are this cold, again, this is going to be tough for search and rescue. Those water temperatures have been varying since this crash occurred, 35 to 37 degrees. So right now, it looks like this is the coldest it's been so far since this since the search and rescue began. And we're talking about hypothermia can set in 15 to 30 minutes. So again, that's just how serious and just how cold this water temperature is. And I know a lot of people have questions. Well, why water temperature at 35 degrees as opposed to, you know, air temperature at 35 degrees? Why does it affect our body so much more than in, you know, air temperatures? Well, it does, just because you are immersed in that body of water and your body cannot recover that quickly. So again, heads up, again, just how cold this is and just how serious this is for those search and rescue efforts ongoing. In terms of current air conditions, I should say, 42 degrees currently in DC at this hour. We have clear skies. Thankfully, those winds have calmed down since yesterday. Those winds are mainly out of the west at about 5 miles per hour. Now, I would say within the next hour or so, we should see the sun starting to brighten things up. But that official sunrise will be at 7:16. I'll have more details coming up.